The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's up at it, grinding, doing their thing, making sure that we're locked in to what's going on in these markets and what's going on around us. Hope everybody is up and at it this morning. It's definitely a hump day Wednesday, y'all. Hope you guys are feeling it today. Hope you guys are up and at it. And we're going to get into these markets today. We're going to get into these markets. We're going to look at some price action. We're going to look at some charts. We're going to look at some news, all within an hour. We're going to drop it all in here within an hour. We're going to get up. We're going to do it. And we're going to stay in these markets. We're going to stay positive. Going to make some money over here. So hope everybody's doing well and feeling the energy today. It's Wednesday, baby. It's October. The weather's changing here on the East Coast. We got to do what we got to do. And I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's surviving this craziness and everything that we got coming at us, man. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on around here half of the time, man. I mean, we got posts coming out about soybeans and, all that stuff. But first of all, guys, man, like the stream, share the stream over there on YouTube and over there on X, like and share. If you're on TikTok, share this thing out. Keep tapping that screen because TikTok likes the screen being tapped over there, and then that saves me from having to go behind the scenes and do all that good stuff. So keep tapping the screen, keep tapping that screen because TikTok likes that. And I see a bunch of people joining over there on TikTok, man. And I see you guys over there, enjoy you guys over there. And had a great conversation on Waddy's TikTok yesterday. So, really loving with the vibe over there, what you guys got going on. And let's go. Let's get into a little bit of the chat, a little bit of what's going on, and say what's up to some people. Junior, what's going on, brother? Heat, good morning, my brother. Good morning, good morning. We back, baby. I think so, man. I think we are. I think there's a lot of things setting up saying that the cryptocurrency market, we could be back. It's going to be, you guys know we've taken this ride before, right? Not as violent of a ride, right? But we've definitely taken this ride before, and the ride down is a lot faster than the ride up. And but I do think that we're back. I do think that the crypto's back. I think we're making this slow, steady grind back to the upside, like Novocaine, baby. I think we're gonna be all right. There's a couple of things that are going on right now in the markets that we got to pay attention to. As far as liquidity and things like that, but all in all, I think the violent move down is over. I think that liquidity event has come and gone. And if you lost a lot, sorry to hear that. I don't think that anybody was happy about that. But you know what? I think that the grind to the upside is underway. There is like I said, a couple things we'll get into today that I think can kind of affect the grind to the upside just a little bit. It may take us a little bit longer to get to where we need to go, But I do think that based upon the news, based upon what's going on, I do think we'll get there, right? And it, like I said, the ride to the bottom is is violent, but the ride to the top usually is a slow, like Novocaine type of grind. So we'll get into some of that, and we'll talk about it, and we'll let you know. Glenn, good morning. Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? But I do think we're back. Elmo, good morning, good morning, good morning, my brother. How are you? How are you uh doing over there, man? Again, guys, like the stream, share the stream out. And also if you're on TikTok over there, just keep tapping the like, just keep tapping your screen and keep the hearts coming, because TikTok likes that. And like I said, it saves me from needing to go behind the scenes and do all of this stuff that they got me doing. So I see a bunch of people joining over there on TikTok, man. They're flowing in, man. Thank you for the heart me over there on TikTok. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a ton. I think that was just. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let me take your buddy. Yeah, glad they took our money, man. But it's all good, man. Like we're on it. We're on this grind up, man. We're on this grind up, and we're gonna be okay, right? But we'll get into this thing, and we'll be okay. So hurricane on the East Coast. Yeah, I mean our weather's changing over here, man. We got like cold nights, man. It's cold, like frost warning type of nights. Scottish, my man. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning. BAS is COAI. COAI has been like on an absolute rocket ship up and down lately. It's a swing trader's dream. I'll tell you that. COAI has been a swing trader's dream. Keltra, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody say hi to Keltra. Wish her happy birthday. What do I think of Zcash? Zcash, I like Zcash. Joe, I like Zcash. I think Zcash is one of these ones that are going to be around here for a little while. They're going to stick around. I do think they got a lot of popularity off of this liquidity event, because people were washing their wallets over there and cashing out. But I do like Zcash. I think that they're doing a lot of good things over there. Definitely, I'm not invested in Zcash just because I'm spread thin enough right now. But definitely, I think Zcash is a good investment. I have a certain, my portfolios are set up a certain way where I only have a certain amount invested in certain things, and I'm at them limits right now. So I think, but if I ever do rebalance, I'll be looking for entry on Zcash. So yeah, I like Zcash. So yeah, let's get into this thing, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's see where these markets are today. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Got the Asian markets over here. Yo, they lit it up, man, last night. They traded good, man. They lit it up last night. They got European markets that are trading right now. They're up. They're trading right now. Yo, they look solid. They look really, really good. And like where European markets are trading at right now. It must be everybody saying happy birthday to everybody saying happy birthday. So yeah, but I like where the European markets are right now. They did pretty well. They're doing pretty well right now. They're trading pretty well. I like where they're at. And they're looking good right now. The United States pre-markets, we look good, man. We look like we're all in the green. We look good. We look like we want to come out of the gate swinging a little bit today. That's why Ken's not in here, because Ken's over there pumping the European markets right now. for me, because Ken always pumps the European markets for me when I'm streaming. He's always over there dumping his money in there, making me look good over here when I'm streaming, and gets them European markets pumping for me. So Powell came out, gave a speech yesterday, was very, very much on the side of the fence where they think that there's going to be some quantitative easing coming on in the economy, which is well needed because inflation is at an all-time high right now. And when you look at it, inflation is up there. People are struggling. Kelger said, thank you. She said, thank you, guys. Thank you. Give her the love. Give her the love. But she give her the love, guys. But yeah, Powell came out. He spoke yesterday, and giving you love over there on TikTok too. He came out. He quantitative easing. He looks like he's leaning more and more towards that, which just means that these guys are going to start printing money, guys. Right? It's a great thing for the markets, for these guys to start printing money. It's a great thing for just the overall investor, and maybe giving people a little bit of relief, but it's definitely a long-term problem when you have to start printing money. But it definitely looks like that's going to be the plan. So we got a FOMC meeting coming up at the end of the month, where we're probably going to end up with another rate cut. It's probably going to be 25 basis points, but I'm kind of hoping for 50. I think we really need 50 to stimulate this whole economy, this whole growth. I mean, the stock markets are doing well and everything else, but we really got to get some of these interest rates down. People aren't buying cars, people aren't buying houses, which is kind of holding us back a little bit. KT's over there on TikTok now saying, everybody, telling everybody, thank you for the birthday wishes for KT over there, guys. So go ahead and give her some love over there on TikTok with the birthday wishes too. Keep them hearts rolling for her on the screen. Keep tapping the screen, guys. So she is a whopping 30 years old today. So make sure you guys give her that love over there as well. She's a whopping 30 years old today. So but yeah, so we got this quantitative easing that's possibly coming, but there's issues on the horizon, right? What we have going on right now is you have the automotive industry right now saying that automotive repossessions or defaults on loans are at their all-time high right now, which is an issue. And the automotive dealers are absolutely getting crushed right now because people aren't buying cars. But nobody's gonna go pay $70K for a new car in an environment like this, so they got to fix the environment. So not to, we've got to do something out here, right? So we got to do something. But I'm going to caution you guys, because there's something I've been watching for about a week now, if not a little bit longer. That's interesting, and it's something that usually doesn't happen in a risk-on environment, like the stock market's looking like tech stock and the crypto market and all that stuff is a risk-on environment. And it looks like we're pumping up in a risk-on environment. But when you look at it, gold and silver is absolutely just tearing it up and on the rise. And you usually only see gold and silver run this hot when there's a negative economy, right? When people are running for safety and, they're a little bit taken back or a little bit scared to put their money in stocks and stuff. So when gold and silver are running this hot, gold set new all-time highs, silver's in the green and just continually moving up. It makes me take a step back and ask myself, are they setting us up for something, right? Is the market setting us up for a negative push down or a recession type of talk or something like that, where people are starting to go risk off? Even though the tech stocks are running hot and Nvidia is sitting here at 180 even, right? And I told you guys to buy Nvidia at $100. I told you guys we were buying Nvidia at $100, and I told you guys, I said at $99. Me and Scottish were in this chat, and at $99, we said, "Yo, you guys better look at Nvidia again, because we bought it the first time at $99, and then when the stock market went down a couple months ago, it had a nasty pullback. Nvidia went back to $100. Me and Scottish were in here saying to you guys, yo, Nvidia at $100 is an absolute bargain right now. It's an absolute steal. You guys better get on it. And I hope you guys did, because it's sitting at 180 right now. So I hope you guys got into Nvidia right there and did your thing. Circle as well, like we told you guys about Circle's IPO, and it launched at $50 and it's sitting at like 120 right now. So there's money to be made over there in the stock market as well. So, but I'm telling you guys, pay attention to the gold and the silver prices, because as they continue to rise and as they continue to go up, there's something, they're setting you up for something. I'm not quite sure what they're setting you up for, but the markets don't lie, right? The markets don't lie. When the markets do something, it's usually for a reason. It's not to play around with you. It's usually for a reason. China's selling their American their American bonds. Yeah, China's over there dumping their bonds. Yo, and I got crazy yesterday. I'll go out off on a little bit of a sideways tangent just for a second as I click through these tabs. So tell me why Trump posted on Truth Social yesterday that China and America were going at it about soybeans, and then all of a sudden your tech stocks dump and crypto takes a pullback, and all of the rest of the stocks and Netflix and everybody else takes a pullback. What the hell does Microsoft have to do with freaking soybeans? I mean, Jesus, man, that makes zero sense to me. But traders will be traders, right? Makes zero sense. It's absolutely the stupidest thing in the world that you can dump a market because you're fighting over freaking soybeans and olive oil. I don't know. Makes no sense. But coming over here to crypto, kind of where we're living on the edge, all right, and dangling our feet, baby. Got Bitcoin sitting at 112,190 and one just dropped $112,211 right now. You got Ethereum sitting at $4,105 right now. BNB, man, who is absolutely just freaking smashing it. BNB is just smashing it. Sitting at $1,185 and moving up. In Solana, digging its way out of a hole at 203. Solana is absolutely digging, guys. So we like where Solana is. Solana's digging, man. I got some good news on Solana and XRP today. Double top the chart. Double top. I mean, right now, technicals. I've told you guys this for a while. We can trade off a technical analysis, and we'll kind of get into a little bit of that in a minute. But technicals all go out of they go out the window when Trump puts a post out, because he moves the markets, right? He's the one moving the markets right now. Unfortunately, it's not supposed to be like that. It's really not supposed to be like that. But Trump is definitely moving the markets. So, with his post, and I see a couple people want to come up on the panel and talk over there on TikTok, but we're streaming on so many different platforms today that we're not bringing people up. I mean, we're on X, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube. So we're just not bringing people up. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So we go off of technicals, but yet at the same time, one Truth Central post or something like that will crash the markets, man. Crashing the market. Yeah, I mean, he does, man. He crashes the market. I mean, listen, that liquidity event that happened all started with the China tariff post that he put out. That's what started the pullback in the stock market. And then, obviously the market makers decided that they were going to do their thing and go ahead and sweep the whole market based off of that excuse. Yeah, Junior. So his post moved the market, so we got $3.83 trillion sitting in cryptocurrency as a total market cap right now. Got to get this thing back up to $4 trillion. So we're slowly working our way back up to 4 trillion, guys. But some positive news here. You have the ETF inflows coming in at a positive. Yesterday, coming in at a positive $338 million. between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And an interesting piece of this is look at the Ethereum ETF volume just absolutely come skyrocketing in. It is definitely catching the Bitcoin ETF volume, which is very interesting. And people, I've been telling you guys to pay attention to this for a long time. Is very, very, very interesting because people are starting to sock their money away into the Ethereum ETFs. I don't know. I told you to buy the Ethereum ETFs at $14 when they were $14 over there with on the BlackRock Ethereum ETF. Now it's sitting at like 35, 40 bucks. So I don't know. You might have been pretty good if you would have just did that. But you know, they're starting to catch up. Fidelity just put a crap ton of money into the Fidelity investors just put a crap ton of money into the Ethereum ETFs, which lets you know that the Ethereum ETFs with that staking. I kept telling you guys that staking ETFs for Ethereum, we're going to send them Ethereum ETFs and possibly send Ethereum. And it looks like that's what's happening. That's why you got to stay up on the news. You got to know what's going on. You got to know what's going on, and you've actually, you got to know. You got to know. You can't sit on the sidelines and just not do nothing when you're invested. Like you got to stay up on the news. You got to know what's coming, and you got to make some educated guesses as to how you're going to proceed with your investment. Yeah, XLM. We'll get into XLM in a minute. A lot of people over there on TikTok asking for some XLM updates. We'll get into XLM. So what do you got over there, Junior? Well, on the stock market, yeah, he crashed crypto, man. Junior, he crashed crypto, man. I just put in 1.06 SPX XPX short. Yeah, we'll get into SPX too. I've been playing around with the XPX 6900 for a minute now. Got Bitcoin dominant sitting here at 88.5% rate. 58.5% right now. Still too high for altcoin season, but Ethereum dominance is back up to 13%, which is good. And here is the big one, right? Last time we streamed on Monday, there was $1.04 trillion of longs and shorts out there in the market getting ready, that they were going to probably liquidate. This is why we're trading sideways right now. So there's 928 billion out there right now. So they've liquidated some of them people that are out there playing around with leverage, that had high leverage. They came down, they swooped their liquidity, and then kind of started to move back up. And we'll do this again, right? Until people, here's my rant. I'm a leverage trader. I love to leverage trade, right? But until people are actually not stupid anymore and don't go put 50x, 100x, 200x on the leverage, they're just going to come down and swoop them longs right there. So until that stops, we're going to be range bound on Bitcoin because that's where most of the leverage is. So, here we are, right? So coming over here, looking at the bubbles, it looks like COAAI is up 140% just on a day. So this thing has absolutely been moving. It's been moving up and down, for about a week now, right? And the other interesting thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is the AI stocks. The AI cryptos like FET, Render, them guys like that. They've actually, since this downturn, they're the cryptocurrencies that haven't recovered. They didn't recover from this liquidation event yet, right? So this is a sector that's kind of just sitting back, and they're not really recovering like the rest of the cryptocurrency market is starting to recover. They're lagging the market, and they're lagging it pretty bad. Yeah, guys, we're streaming on multiple platforms, so we're really not letting anybody up on the panel at this point because I can't control the panel and 3 streams at the same time. But so the AI cryptos themselves, like, they're lagging the market. Pretty rough, man. So we'll see if they have a catch-up trade in them or not. Look at ZBAC up 15. Not ZBAC. Geez, don't get into ZBAC. The Zcash 15.9% up right now. definitely 16.1% now. It's moving this morning. So Zcash is definitely moving this morning as well. So everything looks good from the crypto bubble standpoint just for the day. Hour, not so much. We're in red, but could be pulling back just a little bit from the run up earlier. But let's go ahead. Let's get into some of this news. CME, the CME group, which you guys know is a huge trading group for all stocks in crypto. I mean, these guys, man, they run a lot of the market. They actually announced the approval of trading options for Solana and XRP, which were the first trading options under, well, not first, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are trading options over there as well. But they've added Solana and XRP to their trading futures over there, which is huge for Solana and huge for XRP. They should see some positive price action off of this particular move right here by CME. Usually I don't bring you guys news about options that have opened and exchanges that have listed projects unless they're big exchanges, they're big projects, and this is a big one. This one's pretty big. So hopefully over the next couple days, or a week, we'll see some positive price action from Solana and XRP based off of this CME listing, because this is absolutely huge for both of these guys. This is absolutely huge for both of these guys, and it should bring in some volume, right? It definitely should bring in some volume, and we shall see. But XRP and Solana too, they're going to have a lot of ETFs coming out when the government decides that they want to open back up and get back to work here in the United States. So we shall see. We shall see what they do. But here's the other one: the U.S. seizes 14 billion in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin tied to a scam ran by the Colombians Prince, whoever he is, Prince Group, right? So think about this: 14 billion in Bitcoin, and what did we say? What did they say when they talked about the Bitcoin strategic reserve? They talked about Bitcoin and all that. They said they didn't want it to cost the taxpayers anything, but they would use what they had, right? They would use what they had. So guess what? They just loaded up. They loaded up again. So hopefully when these guys actually get back to work and they get the Bitcoin strategic reserve going on, and they get all of this stuff going on that they're supposed to get going on, because really Trump hasn't done anything for cryptocurrency up to this point, besides the Genius Act. There's been a lot of announcements, but there hasn't been a lot of action, right? There hasn't been a lot of action on them announcements. But so hopefully when we get this Bitcoin strategic reserve and we get all this stuff going on, that we will actually be able to take all of this seized cryptocurrency and put it into a reserve and be able to lock this stuff away, right? Lock this stuff away so that we can move to the upside. So definitely like that, because if we can get it out of the hands of the criminals and get it in the hands of the right people, then we can lock it away, all right? And Coinbase, they've basically bought a stake in Coin DCX, which is an exchange, which is another cryptocurrency exchange. So Coinbase just continues to expand who they are. So we definitely like that. AI was mentioned quite a lot. Yeah, AI was mentioned quite a lot. But if you notice over here, when you look at the AI cryptos, I mean, Fat AI being one of the biggest ones, man. They're still just sitting here at 31 cents. They're just trading sideways. You look at Render absolutely got dominated. I'm not even going to try to find it in these bubbles right here, but they haven't really done too much either. And you look at Tazos, whatever it's called. I forget the exact. They've done a little bit of a move up. This COAI seems to be the play right now, where everybody's moving their AI money. But But AI really hasn't rebounded. It really hasn't ran with the rest of crypto after that liquidity event. It's almost like they took all the liquidity out of the AI projects and people just said, yeah, I'll move my money elsewhere. It's kind of what it looks like right now. It's so, or everybody moved into COAI. So yeah, I mean, the AI projects, they're just, I mean, you got to know they're just not looking that good. Another underperformer in this market right now is Kronos. Kronos was up to like right around 19 cents, sitting at 16 cents, slowly starting to work its way back up, but kind of lagging everybody else. But that's pretty common for Kronos. They'll lag everybody, and then they'll take a big, huge run to the upside, and then they'll kind of fall back a little bit, and then take another big run, and then fall back a little bit. So kind of common for them. Quant, where's Quant at right now? $89.78. Oh, what a buy on Quant. What a steal on Quant. What a steal. Ken, there you are. There you are. I was just telling these guys you were over there pumping the EU markets for us, making us look good over there. So got a lot of people in the stream. Make sure you guys like the stream, share the stream out. Hit that like button on YouTube, hit that like button on X, hit that share button on both platforms. If you're over there on TikTok, make sure you just keep tapping that screen for me. We're gonna be here for about 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna roll out, but we're gonna get into some price action. Got carried away. Got carried away with lunch. You must have had some good lunch, Ken, over there. You must have had some good lunch over there, dog. But yeah, Bitcoin seems to be doing okay today. Trying to rebound, guys. We're trying to rebound. We're range bound right now. Between 113 and 111, we're just range bound on Bitcoin right now. It just keeps trading in this range. Can't bust out of this range. Ethereum sitting at $4,103 right now. Again, just range. Everything's just range bound, just waiting for some positive news. XRP's range bound. Right around $2.43, $2.50. Just kind of trading in them ranges. No big pushes up, no big pushes down. Everything just seems to be trading sideways. The whole market's just chopping sideways. Michael, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Everything's just chopping sideways at this moment in time, and it has been for a couple of days now, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. And this is one of the other reasons why I say that we're back, because I think that we need this sideways action. We need to gain more of this liquidity and more of this money coming into the market right now with the sideways action before we make that next move to the upside, right? Before we make that next move to the upside, and that we can sustain that move, right? If we just dropped all the way down and pushed all the way back up, that push wouldn't last. But if we trade sideways for a little while after that big liquidity event, you're kind of gaining some more support there for that next move to the upside. So I like where we're at. Selmo, good morning, my brother. Good morning. The big beautiful Bill. These guys up here on Congress, Selmo, I don't know what they're doing, man. I'm trying not to get on a political rant, man, but I don't know what these guys are doing. The only thing I know is that these guys need to get back to work. They need to get back to work, and we got to do better than what we're doing right now, and these guys got to get back to work, and because the markets are suffering, people are suffering, everybody's suffering. They got to figure something out, right? And somebody needs to take Trump's Truth Social account away from him, because we're trading off a Truth Social post right now, and that's just not okay. Chainlink's in at $18.70, trading between $18.50 and $19.10 is kind of where the range is on that. So Stellar sitting at 33 cents. It's literally kind of been flat ever since the comeback. Ever since the comeback, Stellar has just kind of been flat, and I got a bunch of people asking about Stellar over there on TikTok. It's just really trading flat. There's no big moves, which is good for Stellar. Stellar was up to around 40 cents, so there's really no big moves in Stellar up. There's really no big moves in Stellar down. It's more or less of this. This is that accumulation phase, right? This is that accumulation phase. H bar doing the same thing, just trading between 18 cents, 18 and a half cents, and 19 cents right now. Just trading sideways, just kind of chopping along here. Really, there's really not a lot of big, huge, violent moves right now, which I like, because after that violent move that we had on Friday, we do need no more violent moves in the market. I saw Larry Fink talking about ETFs. Yes, Larry Fink is definitely out here talking about ETFs, and he basically is telling these guys that these guys need to embrace that the American people need to embrace digital assets, because they're coming at the world, right? Larry Fink was talking to the world, right, when he said that, and ETFs and digital assets and real world tokenized assets. And Larry Fink, he came out and said, people need to embrace it, because this is the direction we're headed. And unfortunately for us, we've been here for a long time, right? So some of these newer people coming in, they're just getting their first exposure to digital assets, but we've kind of been here for a while, right? So, but yeah, Larry Fink speaking the truth, man, because when you look at it, I think I put a post up just a couple of days ago. Citigroup starting to do a custodian of Bitcoin now, right? Banks are starting to custodian Bitcoin. You're starting to look at stable coins being moved through the banking system. You have some of the big three banks now looking at starting their own stable coin and being able to move money, right? So you have Swift now building a blockchain for real world token for their money, right? So when you look at it, like, all of this stuff is starting to come and be real relevant. And a lot of these people that are still writing checks or are still hanging out in the old banking system, they're going to be left behind. They're just going to be left behind, and they're going to have to catch up. Real world tokenized assets is a big deal. That's right in front of our face, and that's what it's gonna drive a lot of the staying power is real world tokenized assets. You hear everybody talking about it, you hear everybody doing it, you hear all of these companies now that are trying to tokenize everything from real estate to car loans to car deeds to the work you do at your DMVs, your local DMVs. You look at all of these things that are happening. Stocks going to a 24-hour trading volume right now. You look at the X stocks that have came out. You look at a lot of these decentralized DEXs who have tokenized stocks now. So you can go on there, you can buy Tesla, you can buy Apple, you can buy all this stuff around the world, 24 hours a day. NVIDIA. Like, real world tokenized assets is the move that I think is going to really push. It's going to be that next push. I think real world tokenized assets will be the push before AI is going to be the push. Because here's the thing with AI, I believe, and this is just DG's belief, I believe that half of the projects out here that say that are going to use AI and say that they're going to do things with AI and all that, I think that they're full of shit. And be honest with you, I don't think that they can pull off what they say that they're going to pull off, and be able to do it in any reasonable time frame, right? But I think that tokenizing assets is a much faster process and will get executed much faster. But if you look at half of what these AI projects say that they're going to be able to do, you ask yourself, if Facebook, Meta can't really narrow down AI and what they're trying to do, what the hell would make you think somebody that has less resources and less access to resources can do the same thing? Like, I mean, we got to use some common sense, right? Like, do does do these AI companies have better technicians than Meta? I don't think so. I I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, I could be wrong. Maybe there's some super technological person out there who's going to come and rock the space, right? But I don't really think so. So I think real world tokenized assets is the move first, and we'll see. And then, yeah, obviously ISO is out there as well. ISO is out there as well, which I think is going to be a big player, big driver. I do believe that this liquidity event does have something to do with ISO. It has to do with these guys gaining more profit, more tokens in the ISO projects that they believe in, and they needed to buy them at a cheaper price. And I think it had something to do with the ETF launches as well. These guys needed the crypto to back the ETF, and they needed to buy it cheaper than me and you. So they needed to sweep the market and go ahead and do that. And that's what happened, And now we're moving on from it, But yeah, legitimately, that's what happened. Big money stepped in and showed us how big money moves, baby. Big money stepped in, big money moved, baby. But yeah, so here we are, right? So here we are, and we'll do what we got to do, and but let's get over here into some of these charts. Just you guys, when we look at these charts, we're looking at them on a 4-hour right now, and we'll see kind of what these charts are telling us today. I know the bubbles are telling us a story, but what does the total two tell us, right? Let's pull up the total two first. This is the market cap, including Ethereum, right here, sitting at about $1.54 trillion, which is pretty much what the numbers were telling us before. But you see, we got this resistance line right here, right about $1.56 trillion. And as you guys can see, this total two just keeps bouncing its head right here off of $1.56 trillion. It's having a really hard time getting above 1.56 trillion right now. And until it breaks that $1.56 trillion mark in total two, we're just going to be range bound. We're just going to be trading sideways. But yeah, you see it. It's right there on a 4-hour. I mean, you see it, which once was support is now resistance, and it just keeps bouncing its head off of that level right there. And it has been for like 2 days now, right? And it just cannot seem to get itself above that. So your projects, our projects over there, the altcoin projects, they're not going to run until that happens. We will be range bound until that happens, right? And what else do we got? Let's look at Aster. I like Aster as a project. I'm trading Aster right now. I don't necessarily own Aster right now. I'm trading it, but it's been range bound at $1.47. It's been playing between $1.47 and $1.50, right? And if you look at these 4-hour indicators, you had a buy signal right here. Right here, it told you that the buy for Aster was right there at about $1. At about $1.25. If you would have got in right there on that indicator right there at $1.25, and you would set your stop loss at right around $1.15, you'd still be riding this up right now, right? So so looks good though. But Aster looks good, but it definitely has a resistance point right here at about 154, $1.54, $1.55. And it just can't seem to get itself over that point. And until it does, we're gonna be range bound right where we are. It's no different than any of the rest of these. You got Solana sitting at $203 right now. Solana is in an interesting situation right now because you can see on the RSI and the stochastic RSI that it's getting above the zero line. So definitely starting to come in with a bunch of buying power here. And when you look at the volume indicator, it's actually at 3, which is low. But the only thing that does is it takes the number of sells and the number of buys, it puts them together, it gives you a percentage, and it's telling you right now that there's more buys coming into Solana than there is sells, and the numbers are sitting right there. It's stochastic RSI is starting to move above the zero line, which means there could be some really bullish momentum in Solana right now for that next push to the upside. So we will see. We're going to watch that. We'll narrow this thing down to the hourly chart before we really start trading it, right? Always look at the 4-hour chart, see where the market's headed. Narrow it down to the 1-hour chart to try to see where you can get in and where your entry points are, right? You got Chainlink sitting over here at $18.77. It's still sitting on that zero line, just like Solana. With the stochastic RSI, the difference is that Chainlink right now is at a negative 11% volume. So Chainlink actually looks like it has more selling pressure in it right now than it does buying pressure. So let's pay attention to that. See if they can't flip that around. You can see the red wave on it starting to swoop down. I mean, it's starting to level off a little bit, but still, be careful because even though it's leveling off, there's still more selling pressure there, right? So not something you want to get into with a lot of selling pressure on a long position, because you will get wrecked. XRP sitting at $2.49 right now, doing the same thing, right? It's got a lot of selling pressure in it. You see the red wave on it right here. Definitely at a negative 53. So there's a lot of selling pressure in XRP right now. People are kind of selling off. You look at the number of buys versus number of sells. It's only the stochastic's only sitting at on the zero line right here. So definitely could see a move down here in XRP on the 4-hour. Just pure numbers wise, we'll see if they can turn this volume around. But the volume itself looks like there's a lot more sells than there is buys coming in on XRP. When we look at SPX 6900, I've been trading the hell out of this, Scottish. Just definitely just been up and down on SPX 6900 because it's so range bound that you can almost see it coming, right? It's sitting at zero as well, just under zero, with a negative 6% volume coming into it. So it's about even, but you can see that this red line's coming down. And I'm telling you, like I've been trading this right around 117 up to about 125, 117 up to 125. Like we've just kind of been riding these candles up and down through here. And, obviously, we have these indicators over here that tell us when to get in and when to get out. And, but yeah, so SPX 6900, I mean, it's just stuck, right? It's just stuck right there where it is. But you can make some money trading this thing up and down if you're in front of the charts and you're looking at it and can make some moves. You got Pepe sitting here at 5074, struggling. It's definitely on the struggle bus. But if you look at where it's at right now, it's really starting to gain some support right here. Sitting at a negative 17% trading volume, still up at zero on that trading indicator right there. So Pepe looks like it could have just a little bit more down in it. We talked about XLM just straight being range bound right here. There's really not a lot going on. You literally can just draw a straight line across this thing, and you'll have a support line. Literally, it really hasn't done much of anything but gain support right there. Ethereum above this zero line with a positive 18 here in volume. So definitely. It looks like there's a lot of buy pressure starting to come into Ethereum right now. Something to really pay attention to as the morning moves on is can this buy pressure hold on, right? And I did this on the hourly chart, so it's going to look real funky on the 4-hour chart. But you see Ethereum was in this downward channel right here. And this is where it broke out. This is where it retested it. And now it's starting to make its move to the upside, right? You can see the positive volume coming in. And I'm a big channel person, guys. So when we talk about these channels that come down through here, it's got to break out, a retest, and then a push to the upside. And it's been on an upward trajectory ever since. And if you would have took this breakout, if you would have took a long on this breakout right here, you would have been doing okay. You know, and I'll tell you guys, we're talking about this because I no longer believe that this is a holder's market, right? I no longer believe. I think you can buy cryptos and you can hold them, and I think that's a good long-term strategy. But I think you better learn how to trade this market. This is definitely a trader's market right now. We definitely better learn how to trade this market, especially after you've just seen that liquidity sweep. You better learn how to trade this market. I don't think that buying and holding right now is a winning strategy in this market. I could be wrong, but I think if you learned any lessons, yes, you want to buy some stuff, you want to hold some stuff, but you better be doing something else as well, because you know if you're just buying and holding right now, you're stuck. You're stuck. Like you're not making any money anywhere. You're literally range bound. You're stuck. So, you know, just pay attention to that. Where are we at here? Ondo, 79 cents, starting to make a comeback here. Where are we at? Pudgy Penguin. I like this project. I like this project about as much as I like SPX 6900. I love Pudgy Penguin over here. I think it's stuck. It's range bound right here, right about 2 cents, 2.4. Just kind of stuck, but definitely has some positive momentum, negative pressure, sell pressure on it right now, but definitely looks like it wants to make a break here. And I don't know. I just like Pudgy Penguin. I like what they're doing over there. I think they got a strong team over there, and I think they're going to make a move here. And the same with Aerodrome. You look at Aerodrome sitting at 88 cents. It's been range bound between 80 cents and 90 cents, you know, since the flash. But right here was your buy signal on the 4-hour, right? And right here was your buy signal. If you would have took the long, you would have rolled it up. You'd be sitting fine right here, right now, because this buy signal came in right around 70. Let's call it. Geez, that was low. Let's call it 75 cents right here, right in this area right here. The momentum started to change on Aerodrome right around 75 cents. So SUI, same thing. Range bound, $2.80 right now. Definitely, you see it. The channel here broke sideways, starting to move up, moved up a little bit. Now it's starting to break sideways again. So SUI is kind of setting itself up a little bit different than everybody else. It's actually went sideways twice since that. It's had a sideways movement, upwards. Now we're moving sideways again. Will it break to the upside? If it breaks to the upside with all of this support right here, SUI could be in for a nice ride. It definitely could be in for a nice ride. So pay attention to that. We'll narrow these things down to the hourly chart too, because I want you guys to see how different this is depending on what chart you're trading, right? So we were just on a 4-hour chart. And this is how people misconstrue what they show you sometimes. Look at the hourly chart on Bitcoin, right? This is why we're talking about that tunnel, right? And I told you, like, this tunnel right here that we built. This is free. This is free game, y'all. This tunnel right here that we built, right? You watch that downward tunnel, and it broke out. It retested it right here, and it moved to the upside, right? You got your buy signal on the hourly right there. Right there is where you got it. And if you rolled that thing up, and are still in it, you're absolutely doing great. You're absolutely doing great on your trade, right? And this is why I tell you guys all the time, look for the 4-hour charts. You look for your, what's down below this RSI right here at a -5 or below, right? And then you come over here to your hourly charts and you find your entries, right? You look at SPX 6900, right? You had a buy signal right there just a couple hours ago, right there. Chop sideways. I mean, you're not killing this trade right now, but you're up on this trade, right? So, you're doing pretty good right there. So, and don't worry. I know if this gets a little complicated for you, just ask questions. But yeah, so the market itself is looking good, man. It looks like we're getting ready to turn this thing. It looks like we're getting ready to turn this thing, y'all. We're getting ready to turn this thing, y'all. Woo! Let's go. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. We need some good news. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So, but yeah, we got Bitcoin sitting at 111, 111.9. Wait for the markets to open at 9:30. I think we're going to get another positive ETF inflow today, which is going to push Bitcoin and Ethereum higher. I think we're going to get another positive inflow. I think everybody's going to go. Sounds good to you. Sounds good to you, Ken. Yeah. And just so that you guys know, I am building some stuff behind the scenes when it comes to trading. I just haven't released it yet. But I am building some stuff. Like, you guys see my chart, you guys see my indicators, you guys see what's going on. I am building some stuff behind the scenes to get that trading up and running for everybody else. It'll probably be in Telegram. But I am building some stuff behind the scenes. So, like when we say, like, if you would have entered here and this and that, you guys would be able to understand what I'm talking about and where I'm talking. It just takes a little bit to build that when you're working full time as well. So yeah, but we are building that out. So I shouldn't say we. I am building that out. So there'll be more information on that to come. Yeah. Telegram name. It's kind of private right now still, Ken, because I gotta I have to build it out. But when it is released in Telegram, release the details. But it's still all private, building it out and just making sure that everything's working and things like that. So Q. Yeah, so that'll be coming. That'll be coming at you guys at some point. So but I want to make sure it's right, and I want to make sure some alerts are working right over there, things like that. So it's not going to be just one of them Telegram groups where you just go in and chat it up. There's going to be alerts in there to say, hey, the sarcastic crossed on the downside, at on Ethereum, and you may want to look at the charts and take a long on this, or Solana or whatever, right? So it's going to actually give alerts inside of that Telegram. And so don't want to release too many details, because the next thing you know, people will be taking everything. So you know how this thing is. It's the doggy dog world out here, right? So, but yeah, we definitely gonna have that coming out at some point soon. I was thinking Discord, but I don't really like Discord. I don't really care for Discord too much. So we'll move it over to Telegram. So that's kind of where we're headed. But all right, guys, with that, yo, market looks good today, man. You guys should definitely be bullish on the news. I'm bullish on the market right now. And if we can get quantitative easing going on right now in the United States, if we can get, unfortunately, you guys won't hear me say this a lot. I hate Discord. Yeah, I do too. I do too, Ken. I don't care for Discord. I just don't. It's just never been anything that I've actually, enjoyed at all. So we'll move it over to Telegram. Junior says he's not a fan either. Yeah, but yeah, we'll have a trading course over there And I'll do my best to try to walk people through it step by step. And I'll also do my best to try to get alerts out as well for anything that's happening on the charts that you got to pay attention to. Like you've seen the volume indicators, you've seen the stochastic when them cross, sending alerts to that Telegram group to say, these crossed on the 4 hour, look for your, then that should instantly tell you to look for your entry on the 1 hour, so on and so forth. But we'll get into a lot of that stuff later. But yeah, definitely going to definitely going to get that moving. Ken said, thanks for your time. No, but yeah, man, I'm bullish on the market today. We are definitely looking to, I believe, move in a more positive direction. I think that trading sideways right now, I know people hate it. Because it's boring, right? It's boring. There's just not a lot going on, and you're just chopping sideways and chopping sideways. What's up, Big Watts? What's up? When are you starting that, DG? Once I get it completely built out, Big Watch. Once I get all of the videos uploaded, the indicators in there, and make sure that the alerts are working right, I'll release it. It's kind of already like 75% of the way done, I would say. So not too long, Big Watch. Not too long. So and then, there'll be a spot in there where you guys can tell me what charts you guys wanted added, and I'll add them and try to add the alerts to them as well. So, it'll kind of be like a community thing where if you tell me, hey, I want XRP in here, I'll go add XRP, add the alerts for XRP as well. So, things like that. So, we're building it out. But I do like the news that is coming out. I do like the sideways action right now. I think that we have to build support right here where we are, and then make that next move to the upside. Oh, we never got into looking at wanted to look at, because I'm gonna look at it when I get out of here. We might as well just look at it together, where some of these lower market caps are. I want to look at two in general. Hyperswap over there on Solana is absolutely doing some things, man. And it looks like they're going to come out with perpetual futures. They put a post out yesterday saying that they were going to come out with futures, but they were actually going to be cross-chained futures. Like you were going to be a Hydro Liquid, you were going to be Aster, and you were going to be another one on Ethereum as well. I'm sure you'll have the TG group out before Pure Wallet's out. Oh yeah, no doubt, dog. No doubt about that. But yeah, Hyperswap over there on Solana is actually doing pretty well. I first brought you guys this one at like 500K. It's sitting at like 1.3 million right now. Definitely they're doing some big stuff. I would suggest going over there and checking out their X Cellular. I know a lot of you guys interested in where that's at right now. Sitting at 13.5 million right now. It's a tough one, y'all. It's a tough one, and I just leave it there. It's a tough one. It's gonna be tough to get back to them new all-time. It's gonna be tough to get back to them all-time highs after what happened. Trouble. If you guys are looking for a perpetual future product other than Aster or other than anything like that, that's over there on Base. Check out Trouble, ticker TREB. TREB. It's over there on Base, sitting at 763K right now. But they do have a futures. They do have a futures platform over there, along with a bridge for your cryptos, along with a swap as well, and it sits on top of Base. So if you don't want to deal with Ethereum, you don't want to deal with Aster, Aster's cross-chains as well. Here's another one for you with Trouble. Platforms laid out pretty good. I actually like their layout on their futures platform. CD Panda, not looking too hot. None of these memes are really looking too hot. None of these low market caps, and as much as what you would expect after the liquidation that we just had, you would expect a lot of these to be down. Shield down to 1.7. This thing was up at almost 2.5 mil, down to 1.7. So kind of makes sense, right? Kind of makes sense that the alts have to recuperate before these recuperate. So I wouldn't expect a big push up there. It took a minute. It took a minute, but I like Discord. I don't know, Big Watch. Like I go in Discord, man, and I just can't I can't wrap myself around Discord. Like I just it's just one of them things. I don't know. Like I never really got into it. And maybe it's just me. I don't spend that much time over there. I need to spend more time in Discord. I just haven't. It's not one of them things like I thoroughly enjoy. Is Discord? It's I don't know. I just find it to be clunky, and there's a lot you can do in Discord and how you run your groups and who can come in and who can't and stuff like that. But it's just real clunky to me. But I don't know. Maybe if I spent more time over there, I'd feel differently about it. But I really, most of your crypto projects are on Telegram, or they're setting up X communities now, right? So not a lot of them are hanging out over there on Discord. And there's a reason for that, right? Not a lot of crypto people are over on Discord. So, I mean, there's a lot of NFT people and NFT projects over there on Discord, but not necessarily a lot of crypto projects over there. I see a lot of influencers are starting to go over there now and start their Discords, but I don't know. I tend not to follow the crowd. So I'll go. We'll start ours on TG. So, but all right, guys, we're up out of here. We are doing our thing, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Expect this market to turn, baby. Expect us to trade sideways. Expect this market to turn. Junior, I like you, and like for you to be here. I like it when you're here. Thanks for everybody else who was here. Selmo, everybody else who joined us on TikTok. Ken, love you. Big Watch, all respect due to Big Watch, Glenn, everybody else who joined us, man. And if I forgot you, I'm sorry. And everybody over there on TikTok, man, I love the support over there. Love you guys as well. And we'll be doing probably a dedicated TikTok live here probably tomorrow. It'll be a straight TikTok live probably tomorrow. And so we will be over there really interacting with you guys on a dedicated TikTok live. So with that, guys, we're out of here. See you guys on Friday. You guys have a great day. Peace.